Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So today we're going to go and take a look at this guy. This is XENO DABURA. Now, I don't think Dabura is the craziest unit that we're going to be able to use here or anything like that. But Dabura, I think, has a very nice design. Like, his kit, it all just makes, well, most of it makes a lot of sense for what Dabura's intended purpose is. So even if, like, I mean, we're not going to take Dabura into, like, these red zone fights and he's going to be spectacular. But besides that, again, he does have, like, a clear purpose in, like, Super Battle Road or something like that. So, like, it does make me like him when they give characters, like, a nice, tight design. Like, not some BS, you know. Dabura is not exactly Super Trunks, who needs 3 Android Cell Saga allies in order to get a high chance to guard. Ridiculous nonsense. Dabura's sticker doesn't really look too good. It just says slash, that's it. That's kind of ass, actually. In terms of build, I mean, I didn't really... The best thing we'd want to do, of course, is give him dodge, but a lot of these heroes characters that I'm not going to be taking into the toughest content, I just kind of gave them other stuff, right? Like, I have all these crazy equips of other typings that are super powerful. I mean, I might as well just use them, right? Save my dodge equips for the superior characters. So again, Dabura has a lot of different stuff against multiple enemies and against one enemy. So we'll try and get some good footage of XENO Dabura. He is going to be best utilized in Super Battle Road runs, but we'll see what he's able to do here today. Alright guys, so we're here in an event. Let's just quickly go over what XENO Dabura does. Damn, I haven't used XENO Dabura very much. Look how gigantic his sprite is, man. This guy's huge, man. There's a giant out there. Alright, let's see. Yeah, bro, Dabura, you need to get off my team and get on the Lakers, man. They need you. Look at this guy, 8 feet tall. Alright, anyway, Dabura's League set. We got Loyalty, Shocking Speed, Brutal Beatdown, Master of Magic, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, Shattering the Limit. Kind of like it's like a weird wonky Link set, but a lot of the heroes, kind of like, you know, demon characters, do have a lot of similar links. So, you know, we do want to keep that in mind. In terms of what Dabura is looking like with his passive stuff, so remember, the point of this character, this card, seems to be designed a lot around dominating Super Battle Road fights. And we can see that he will be... His super attack effect is incredible. 50% defense for 1 turn, immense damage, and then a high chance to stun. Really good. His passive, he gets 3 key and 150% attack and defense. Then he gets 150% attack and defense, and an additional has a high chance to be a super, and attacked enemies attack and defense minus 35% for 2 turns when facing 1 enemy. So, again, pretend we're in Super Battle Road, even though there's 1 enemy, still minus 35% attack is huge, and he's got the high chance to stun, so very good. Then he gets an extra 150% attack when the enemy is in attack down or defensive down status. Then against multiple enemies, Dabura gets 100% attack, 200% defense, a high chance to dodge, and then he gets 50% attack and 10% damage reduction per existing enemy starting from the 3rd. So we could certainly go into some fight and see what Dabura looks like against, like, 5 enemies or something like that. But, like, you know, it's the low levels of damage reduction, so, I mean, it's not exactly the craziest. I mean, you guys see what happens with low levels of damage reduction. And I know we're talking about Super Battle Road and not necessarily like, oh, you know, Omega or something like that. But even the Super Battle Road enemies hit hard, like, red zone fights now. Like, the extreme Super Battle Road fights. What categories does Dabura have here? Dabura, Crossover, Dragon Ball Heroes, Terrifying Conquer, Sibling Bond, Time Traveler, and Dragon Ball Seekers. Okay, I mean, you know, Terrifying Conquer, Time Traveler, Dragon Ball Seekers, Sibling Bond. I mean, there's stages that this guy could help in, for sure. And again, he has a lot that he could do with the dodging, the debuffing, the stunning, the potential damage reduction, right? Like, he's got a lot there. Alright, so... we could get more links activated if we linked Dabura next to Super Saiyan 3 Rose, but, I mean, as you guys see, we can't really do it here. Fu, well, let's just be thankful that this is a you know, Dokkan event showcase right here, and not, you know, one of these tough red zone fights since we didn't get the orbs for Fu. I mean, that is something that can happen. In my experience, Fu hasn't really been failing me compared to Demon Goddess Toe, who dies every fight, but, you know, it is what it is. So we're only going to have Fear and Faith here, which is nothing. It's 2 key and lowers enemy defense. I mean, I guess that allows him to get extra stats, but 9 million right there? Okay, sure. So there's the stun, there's the debuffs. So, I mean, that's sure, a good show by Dabura. But again, I mean, it's very important that we understand we're looking at Dabura not necessarily in, oh my god, look at him, you know, like the huge damage, the huge defense. He's going to be great for these red zone fights. It's more so like, look at the debuffs, look at the stun. Wow, Vegeta, you didn't do that. Come on. Oh, he... what? He didn't kill? Bro, this is a Dokkan event from 2017. Whoa. I mean, that's... We didn't have very many links active. I cannot believe Paragus lived that. What the hell? Okay, that's crazy. Paragus survived a counter from Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. That's nuts. I can't believe that. I was about to be so salty, like, you gotta be kidding me, man. Like, he does that? Alright. So, we got multiple enemies here. Dabura's at that 268. Now, wait a minute. So, Dabura gets 50% from his super attack effect. And that's it, right? Because the extra 150% attack and defense and additional has a high chance being a super. That's for one enemy. So, Dabura right here, like that's his defense plus 50% from a super attack effect. It's like, I like Dabura's nice, tight kit, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's super good. Because, I mean, dude, like, where is this boy's defense at? Like, he's not, like, Super Mirror or one of these characters who's getting defense, like, in his passive when he attacks or when he super attacks or something like that. Like, all of Dabura's defense is start a turn. So, yeah, damn. Dodge, full dodge, certainly seems to be the build for Dabura. I mean, if we're rocking, you know, 400k defense, no, sir. I'm good. I'm good on 400k defense. Thanks. I'll be okay if we, you know, that's a-okay. All right, Dabura, what do we got right here? He's up to 10.9 right there. Okay, sure. Again, remember, we could do more damage if we are going up against one enemy, which I guess I should show. So, yeah, Dabura, there's a lot of different moving parts in his kit, depending upon how many enemies we have. So, let's just go ahead and get to this next rotation here. Here's what we'll do. Let's get rid of Paragus. We'll go to a fight where there's 5 enemies. Remember, 5 enemies is the max we can encounter outside of World Tournament. And Dabura, like, it doesn't matter what... we're not using Dabura in World Tournament, right? Like, obviously. So, let's just see what Dabura looks like against 5 enemies. And I would like to see Dabura... Well, I mean, I guess we did see him against one enemy, huh? Because he... Yeah, we saw him against one enemy with the debuffs. Which we're going to show right here as well. So he has 3 links with Demon Form Demigra. Okay, this will work out well. We can... Yeah, perfect. No, we're good. Yeah, we're fine. Perfect. Okay, so we can hit this. Dabura's stats are going to go up a little bit more once we get the support from Fu. All right, let's see what Dabura does. He's at 11.3, and keep in mind that Dabura has a guaranteed additional with a high chance of super. Obviously, we did not see that because he killed Broly, but this is the thing with Dabura. I mean, I guess you could say maybe Dabura's design has some flaw. I mean, he's mainly intended for Super Battle Road, but like, okay, so in order to see like what he could do, we need to debuff like one enemy, but like there's not like a billion fights around. Oh, you know where he actually You know where Dabura probably would be decent is against Vegito Blue and the Gods and Mortals event. That's where Dabura could be very handy. That debuff? Well, I mean, Dabura, but he's going to take so much damage, and maybe not. He could debuff, sure, but, bro, he's going to get crushed by Vegeta. It doesn't matter that he has type advantage. Vegeta would disintegrate Dabura. Never mind. Nope, do not use Dabura against Vegito. You could get away with it, sure, with luck, but Dabura, I mean, just the debuff. There's a million other characters who could debuff like that, right? I don't know if Dabura is quite good enough. Okay, let's just see what Dabura looks like against 5 enemies. Then I guess we'll just go to like a Cell Games fight or something like that with the 5 Cell Juniors. That should show us what we want to see. Alrighty, so perfecto right here. Let's see. So we can link up pretty well. All things considered. Well, okay, Dabura's attack would kick in right at the start of fight right here. So if we put hearts in slot 1 and he kills one of the Cell Juniors, Dabura's attack should already be up, right? Because Dabura gets its 100% attack start of turn, 200% defense, high chance to dodge at 2 enemies, and then he gets an extra 50% attack and 10% chance, or 10% damage reduction, excuse me, starting from the 3rd enemy. So he's getting 50, 100, 50, 100, 150% extra attack by the extra 3 Cell Juniors. We could put hearts in slot 1, because this is going to get us more links. Well, I guess the middle link is it's just shocking speed. We don't, that's defense. I mean, we can see right here. Okay, so with shocking speed, he's at 293k defense right there. Let's just do this, right? And then he's at 279, but it's still the same amount of attack links. Okay, perfect. So keep in mind that we do have Fear and Faith activated as well, which means we are debuffing. Yeah, they're all debuffed. Okay. So I was looking at remember the new update where you could kind of see, like, if enemies, the things. Looks like we could just click them and then we're able to see, like if they're debuffed and stuff like that. The update is nice. I do like how clear it is, like, which enemy you're targeting. That's like, things like that are good, right? All right, we can just have Dabura attack, and let's go ahead and see what this boy does. All right, so this is Dabura. I mean, this is against 5 enemies. I mean, this is pretty much the best we'll be able to do. So let's see what XENO Dabura does. Keep in mind that XENO Dabura is a weapon-type super attack character, by the way. Because if you're me, I still don't have the title. We dodged. What the hell? Oh, look at that. And then 15 million. Oh, my God, dude. He's crazy. Oh, my God. No. This is a hidden potential system additional, right? Nice. Okay. Oh, look at him. He's dodging like crazy. He had damage reduction, the stun, the debuffing, the additional. He looked crazy. I mean, XENO Dabura, I think, will be very competent for, like, Super Battle Road runs and stuff like that. But, again, that's the intended purpose for this character. It's a shame he's not better for, like, Red Zone Fusion Zamasu or something like that. But when they give a character a good, strong, tight kit, like what XENO Dabura has got, I'm totally, I have no complaints about him. Like the demon form Demigra, I'm kind of like high on. A lot of these heroes characters, I really don't hate them, man. Like they decided to do a good job with heroes this year. Crazy, huh? Just, I don't know, make the characters' kits make sense. Crazy, who would ever thunk it? Alright guys, this is returning Demon Lord. Demon God Dabura XENO. His leader skill is Dragon Ball Heroes category key 4 and 150% stats. His super attack is the Hell Gate Slasher, which gives him 50% defense for 1 turn, does immense damage, and then has a high chance to stun. 50% chance. Again, that leads into him being good for Super Battle Road right there. His passive skill, Demon Lord to a Demon God. He gets 3 key 150% attack and defense at the start of turn. He gets 150% attack and defense, an additional that has a high chance to be a super, and then the attacked enemy debuffed by 35% attack and defense for 2 turns if there is 1 enemy. Then Dabura gets 150% attack if the enemy is in attack down or defensive down status. He also gets 100% attack, 200% defense, and a high chance to dodge, 50% chance, when there's 2 enemies. and then he gets 50% attack and 10% damage reduction for every enemy starting from the third enemy. I don't know about that damage. I feel like that damage reduction ability kind of sucks. Like, I don't know. Like, that's not gonna help. Again, these Super Battle Road fights, like, they hit hard. It's not like, oh, they're not red zone, but they're hitting like red zone. A lot of these extreme Super Battle Road fights, right? And like normal Super Battle Road, man, you can just crush it with anything. Like, it doesn't matter. If I was to change anything about this Dabura's kit, I think he's fine as he is. Not every character needs to be a red zone crusher. There's characters that could have other roles. I just think that maybe instead of the 10% damage reduction, give him 10% dodge right there. Sure, against 5 enemies, he'd have 80% dodge, which I can't think of another character that has dodge that high. Well, besides the guaranteed dodge characters, right? But, like, do you know how specific of a situation that is? 5 enemies? He has 80% dodge. Like, that would be good. Dabura would be better if that damage reduction was swapped for dodge chance, and it's stacked. Because, you know, this guy, again, with, you know, 70% dodge, 80% dodge, that would be a lot more helpful than 20% damage reduction, which it's not going to matter, right? Then Dabura's link set is Loyalty, Shocking Speed, Brutal Beatdown, Master of Magic, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, and Shattering the Limit. 12 key multiplier is 140%. And then Demon God Dabura has a couple of different links or categories here. He's on the crossover team. Again, we know that the next Dokkan Fest is Android 21. So a crossover could become like a serious team, which is nice. Then Dabura is also on the Dragon Ball Hero category team, of course. Dabura is also over here on the Terrifying Conqueror category team, sure. Dabura is also on the Sibling Bond category team. Dabura is also on the Time Traveler category team. And then finally, Dabura is down here on the Dragon Ball Seeker category. So, let me know what you guys think of the XENO Demon God Dabura. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.